Make it bang.
It's alive.
We got the story time. So one of my favorite bike stories. I'm gonna give you a good one, Ron. Okay. I was in Ohio. It was 90 degrees outside. Okay. Heat beating off the it was beating off the highway. You know how you ride and you can feel the heat? Like the heat is part of the bike, like it's hitting you in the face. So I'm riding and I'm riding and I look up ahead and it's about maybe 100 yards ahead of me. It's an 18-wheeler flatbed and it has big rolls of hay on the flatbed, like rolls of hay. It had to be like at least 6 to 8 feet tall. And in the fields, when we were going along 90, or when I was going along 90, it was fields of hay that was about 6 to 8 feet tall. Also, you could look over to the right and see the fields of hay. And 90, it was just running right through it. So I see a guy on the 18 wheeler while the truck was moving. He gets out the passenger side while the truck was moving. He climbs up onto the hay. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Now, I'm about 100 yards ahead of him, so I couldn't really see who it was, but all I could see was the man moving. He takes his knife and flicks it like this and pops that knife and pushes one of the barrels of hay off the back of the truck. So I'm watching the hay roll down the street like it was crazy to see it happen. The guy was pushing it, and then he pushed another one and pushed another one. And I'm on Big Sexy and I'm riding it and I'm like dodging the hay. I'm like, new, new, new. I'm dodging the hay. And I'm like, what is going on? Out of nowhere, I hear, I hear a weird ass noise. What happened was I was hallucinating the whole time, Ron. There was no truck, there was no hay. I was riding the motorcycle across 3 lanes of highway, and I was going back and forth across the highway. Didn't even realize I was doing it. And the screeching that I just did of the tire screeching was people trying to slow down the traffic because I'm just drifting all over the highway like that. That was one of my wildest stories on a
I
motorcycle.
think you should limit your amount of riding at one time. That's crazy.
Hey Ron, it was because I didn't have no water. Like I needed to
Oh,
hydrate. That was the problem. I had just finished riding, and the sun was beating so hard, and I didn't ride, and it was crazy. And when I got off the bike, so for those of you that don't know, when you're trying to cool the temperature on your body, your hands, your feet, and your head are the quickest way to cool temperature, to cool the body. So I went inside the gas station, poured a poured I bought a 1 gallon jug of water and poured it on my head, poured it on my hands, took my boots off, poured it on my feet, took my socks off. I'm trying to cool my temperature of my body down. It took half the gallon of water to do that. And then I drunk the other half a gallon water and sat there for about 45 minutes, got myself back together. But that's the story of why you should always, always, always ride. Uh, well, you should always drink water every time. If you don't have to pee when you get off the bike, you're not drinking enough water.
no. And if you're thirsty, it's too late.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, for sure.
you
Yeah.
gotta
If you're
drink.
thirsty, it's way too late for sure.
Uh,
So yeah. So that was a good. That was one of my favorite biker stories right there.